Welcome to the Omega Channel. Here, we'll use the power of language to guide you step by step into the world. Hi, everyone. I'm Omega. How's your day?
Hi, everyone. I'm Justin.
I am so happy you're here with us today. You know, we live in such a fast-changing world. Everyone is rushing from one thing to the next. So today on our channel, I want to invite you to just slow down, find yourself, and maybe even heal a little bit of that daily stress.
Oh, absolutely. It is so important to just take a breath. And our sharing today is going to help with exactly that. It is a really brilliant topic.
Yes, it is. We are doing a deep dive into something that causes a lot of anxiety for people,
Hmm?
wealth, and specifically how to get rich without just getting lucky.
Spot on. Because getting rich is actually a learnable skill. It is not about buying lottery tickets or just hoping a rich uncle leaves you a fortune.
Right, it is a skill you can practice. But before we get into the details, I want to make sure we're using the right words. Let us look at wealth versus money. I used to think they were the exact same thing.
Most people do, but they are completely different.
Yes. So money is just how we transfer things. It is like a receipt. It is how we pay for our coffee. But wealth is the actual asset. It is the thing that earns for you while you are sleeping.
While you sleep, that is the absolute key phrase right there.
Exactly. So keeping that in mind, our sharing today focuses on 4 different types of luck because we want to move away from accidental luck to a kind of luck that you can actually control.
It is a progression, isn't it? Moving from total chaos to total control.
It is. So let me explain the first 2 types. They are the most common. Type 1 is blind luck. This is pure dumb luck. It is completely out of your control.
Right, like finding $100 bill on the sidewalk.
Yes, exactly. You did not plan for it. The practical meaning here is that it is nice, but it is fragile. You cannot build a life on blind luck. If you lose that $100, you have no way to get it back.
No, you just have to wander the streets hoping to find another one, which is a terrible strategy.
A very bad strategy. Which brings us to type 2. This is hustle luck. The practical meaning of this is working really hard. You are taking action. You are stirring the pot.
Fortune favors the bold, as they say.
Exactly, Justin. Imagine you have a giant pot of soup and you just keep stirring it and stirring it. Eventually, a good piece of meat is going to float to the top. You create enough energy that luck eventually bumps into you.
I feel like a lot of people are stuck in that type 2 phase, the constant grind. It works, sure, but it is proper exhausting.
It is very exhausting, which is why we needed to move to type 3. Justin, you have a really interesting connection to this one. What is preparation luck?
Oh, this one is fascinating.
Yeah.
This is luck favors the prepared mind. And it really connects to my own life. If you look at my background, it seems completely chaotic. I have lived in Asia. I have dabbled in tech startups. I have worked in media,
It sounds like a lot of different directions.
totally all over the place. But because I have that diverse, chaotic experience, I can spot patterns that a specialist might miss. So type 3 luck is when you have built up so many practical skills that you notice a lucky break everyone else just walked right past.
Oh, I see. You are not just stirring the pot anymore. You actually know exactly what you are looking for.
Precisely. You see the opportunity because your mind is prepared to see it.
That makes so much sense. So, type 1 is finding luck, type 2 is chasing luck, type 3 is spotting luck. But we really want to focus on type 4 today. This is the ultimate goal.
Unique character luck. This is the holy grail.
Yes. This is where luck finds you, specifically because of your unique character. Can you explain that, Justin?
Yeah, the best way to explain this is an analogy. Imagine you are the absolute best deep sea diver in the world. You are famous for taking on dives that nobody else dares to attempt.
Okay, I am picturing the best diver.
Now, imagine some random person, let us call him Bob, is walking on the beach, and by complete blind luck, he finds a sunken treasure map. The gold is in a trench that only an expert can reach.
So Bob has the map, but he cannot get the gold himself.
Exactly. Bob has no choice. He must come to you. You did not look for the map. You did not even know Bob existed. But the luck came knocking on your door purely because you built a unique reputation.
That is so powerful. By building your uniqueness, you become a magnet for opportunity. It almost feels like destiny, not luck.
It is destiny. You created it.
But I am trying to think about how our listeners can start building this uniqueness. I was thinking, well, maybe it starts with learning new skills. or even just improving communication.
Oh, communication is a massive one.
Right, because if you learn a new language, or if you just learn to speak very clearly and kindly, you instantly separate yourself from the crowd. You combine your existing skills with great communication, and suddenly you are unique.
Spot on, Omega. It is about productizing yourself. There is no one else in the world who has your exact mix of skills, your voice, and your background.
I love that, productizing yourself. So we want to build that uniqueness. But there is a hard truth we need to face first. If we want to be truly wealthy, we cannot just rent out our time.
Ah, the trap of the hourly
Oh,
wage.
yes. Trading your time for a reward will not make you rich because time is linear. You have to sleep, you have to eat. When you stop working, the money stops.
It is a simple math problem, really. You have a ceiling on your earning potential.
So, how do we fix this, Justin? For a beginner listening right now, how do they escape this trap?
You have to own equity. Owning a piece of a business or an asset is the absolute only way to achieve nonlinear income growth.
Can you give us a simple metaphor for that for someone who might feel intimidated by words like equity and assets?
Absolutely. Think about baking bread. If you work in a bakery, you get paid an hourly wage to bake a loaf of bread. When your shift ends, your pay ends. That is renting your time.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm just picking up my paycheck for the hours I baked.
Exactly. But owning equity is like owning the secret recipe for the best bread in town and owning the oven itself. You own the asset. People are buying your famous bread all day long, even while you're at home having a cup of tea.
I really like that. It is so visual. It is the difference between doing the work and owning the system that does the work.
Yes. Or think of it like a machine factory. Imagine a huge room full of robots building cars. If you own the factory, those robots do not need to sleep. They do not take holidays. They are producing value 24 hours a day. That factory is an asset working for you.
Assets that earn while you sleep. That brings us back to our definition of wealth. But, Justin, I was thinking about how we make decisions about these assets. Because if we are not just doing physical labor anymore, our judgment becomes incredibly important, really.
Oh, judgment is everything. It is the steering wheel.
Exactly. Judgment is knowing the long-term consequences of your actions. It is like being the captain of a massive ship. The crew down below might be working so hard that is the hustle luck. But if the captain steers the ship just 1 degree in the wrong direction, all that hard work hits an iceberg.
A brilliant way to look at it. The direction matters much more than how fast you are rowing.
Yes. And to have good judgment, to steer the ship well, you need a clear mind. I want to really focus on this for a moment. A lot of people think you just need a high intellect to get rich.
Just be the smartest person in the room.
Right. But a clear mind is actually much more important than a smart brain. A busy, anxious mind, the monkey mind, makes terrible decisions. It is full of fear and stress.
It is like having too many background apps open on your phone.
Yeah.
It just drains your battery.
Yes. You have to close those background apps. Indecision wastes your energy. And if we apply this clear mind to the types of luck we talked about earlier, it changes everything.
How so?
Well, think about it. If you have a high intellect but an anxious mind, you might completely miss blind luck because you were distracted by worry.
Oh, wow. That is true.
And with hustle luck, an anxious mind makes you run in the wrong direction, wasting all your energy. And for preparation luck, if your mind is not clear, you will not have the patience to see the patterns. A clear mind optimizes all the luck that comes your way. It lets you see the truth.
That is profound, Omega. You cannot recognize an opportunity if your vision is clouded by anxiety.
Exactly. So, for our listeners who are just starting out, I know this can feel like a lot. Let us break it down into 2 small practical steps to shift from time exchange to equity ownership.
Good idea. Let us make it actionable.
Justin, what do you think is the first step a beginner should take?
The first step is taking accountability. Start taking risks under your own name. Do not hide behind a team. If you take responsibility for a small project at work and it fails, you take the blame. But if it succeeds, you get the credit. That is the first step toward acting like an owner.
That is a great step. And it builds your unique reputation too. For the second step, I suggest starting to build a small digital asset. It does not have to be a machine factory.
No, start small.
Yes, write a blog post about something you love, record a short video, or even just buy one small share of a stock. Just take one action to create something that exists without you needing to be there.
I love that. Plant one tiny seed for your magic fruit tree.
Exactly. So, as we wrap up our sharing today, let us look at your weekly action plan. We want you to take these ideas into your real life.
Right. Do not just listen, but take action.
So, this week, look at your schedule. Identify one activity where you are just renting your time, and then apply those two small steps. Take accountability for one thing and spend just a little time building one small asset. Practice using a clear mind to make those decisions.
It is a brilliant plan. Start shifting from stirring the pot to building the oven.
I love how we are mixing our metaphors today, soup and bread. But before we go, we promised a surprise bonus for everyone who stayed with us.
Yes, we did. We have put together a special wealth vocabulary cheat sheet for you.
We did. It summarizes all the simple, high frequency words we use today, like equity, assets, and judgment. It is a wonderful way to review the language and the concepts at your own pace. You can find the link right below this video.
It is a proper, useful tool. Make sure you grab it.
Well, thank you so much for slowing down with us today. I really hope this deep dive helps you find a little more clarity and peace in your journey. Thanks for watching the Omega channel. I hope today's sharing was helpful. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and turn on notifications. See you next time.
Keep learning, and I look forward to seeing you again. Goodbye.